Hi guys, and welcome back to Kitchen Wargamers, and welcome back to my kitchen. Okay, just before I start talking about this battle, I just want to say a few things. First one is sorry about the basins. As you can see, they're plain, not finished off yet, but like I said in past videos, I'm waiting for us all to get back together so we can work on them and get them all done in a group session, as it were. Yeah, to get all the bases up to date. Also, I'm changing when I upload videos because when we were together, it used to be every Monday and Friday nights, and then sorry, Monday and Thursday I think it was. And since I've been doing soloing, I've been releasing my videos on a Monday. Because of my work commitments, I'm back at work full time. What I'm going to do now is upload my videos on a Friday and see how that goes. When we're back together, I might leave it as one video a week every Friday, but yeah, just see how that goes. Also, I want to say thank you for my last video about black powder. All the comments, guys giving me advice on painting and everything like that. I have read all the comments and taken it on board, and I shall be looking at the different ideas people have given me about using contrast paints and things like that. So when all the shops are open, and my local model shop is Games Workshop, and so when they're open, I'll be nipping in to have a look at the contrast paints and getting some in and trying that out. Also, all the likes as well, thank you very much for them. If you don't subscribe, if you could please leave a like on the videos, that would be fantastic. And all the people that have subscribed, thank you so much. And if you can, please do so and subscribe. Keep up to date with my releases. Also, you've probably noticed it's gone a bit quiet with my North African armies, the 8th Army and the Dutch East Africa Corps. They've taken a bit more of a backseat at the moment, I'm afraid, with me trying to get my head around painting the Napoleonics. I want to get some of them done and dusted. So again, the North Africa has been pushed to the background a bit. And obviously I'm still waiting for my the new British troop set, so I can make up some Canadians, and that'll take priority when I get them. Okay, so this is solo battle report number 5, and basically we're in Russia again, as you can see in front of you, the Russian army. Yeah, I'll just go through each size army and then tell you the layout of the game. Okay, so as you can see, the Russians. I've gone from the last solo games, I've been solo troops, but what I've done is gone up to 5-man units. The Germans are all going to be the same. Everyone's the same weapon set up. So I'll just go through it. All 5-man units. Set for the section, this unit here has got an LMG and a Panzerfaust. This team's got an LMG, and the rest are all riflemen. If you see guys with SMGs, that's just to show the sergeant. There's the commander. He's a first lieutenant, so he can dish out 2 extra orders, and a guy backing him up. Medium T-34, and with that is 5 tank riders. They've all got machine guns as well, obviously because of the tank riders. Okay, so that's the Russian force. Let's go and have a look at the Germans. Okay, so here's the German force. Same setup again. So 5-man units, Panzerfausts, and the guys with the machine guns again are the sergeants. That team there has got LMG. Team at the back, and the same again. This team's got an LMG and all rifles, and again the second lieutenant there, so you can give out 2 orders. and they've got us stuck. So that's the Germans. Okay, just bear with me a sec and I'll show you the battlefield. Okay, so here we have the battlefield. It's on the full use of my round table. The troops aren't set up, they're just set up how they were when I showed you the armies. But basically there's a road in the middle, it's a bit of a wooded area, and the Germans are pushing through because they want to secure this road. However, the Russians know the Germans are out and about in this area, so they're coming to stop them basically. The trees are in clumps of 3. Now they completely block line of sight and there's no going through them. So that's the cover basically on the table. These hedges with the trees, they block field of view unless you're right up to them. And then obviously you can fire out from there. But the rest of the trees and clumps, you can't fire through or see through. Okay, so it's going to be a game of annihilation basically. The Germans got to take this road whatever the cost, and the Russians just want to destroy them all. So victory wise, if one side wipes out the other one by the end of turn 6, they've won. If not, it'll go down to the dice count to see who's got the highest kills in dice, and they'll be the winner. Okay, so see you in turn 1, guys. Okay guys, end of turn 1, and basically it's just all been manoeuvre. No shots have been fired, so this is going to end up close up and personal. Russians have moved up this side, heading to the road as fast as they can. The commander, he activated the 2 units here to get them moved up to the road. And T-34's moved onto the road with the unit of troops behind him. Tank riders obviously on the tank. So that's the Russian side. Okay, let's see how the Germans went on. Okay, like I said, all manoeuvre. Germans have got up to the road here and here. The commander in the centre there, he activated these 2 units to move up. The Stug's moving up to the road, unit of troops behind him for support, and these are coming down the right flank to try and get that flank sorted out. And the Germans have left a unit in reserve, which are just over here, just by my TV, and they'll be trying to come on the next turn, just see how things go here. Okay, just pan out a bit. So that's the end of turn 1, and yeah, I should imagine it should be a lot of fighting in turn 2. Okay, see you then. Okay, so here we are in turn 2. First dice out the bag, German. So the Stugs moved up forward, and he had the T-34 in his sights. I roll, and as usual, I get me 1. Okay, see you in a sec, guys. Okay, turn 2 action. Second dice out the bag, Germans. So this guy unit has moved up, advanced up to the hedgerow there, and they got these Russians in sight. 5 shots, needing 5s and 6s, and they roll 3 hits. Okay, let's see if they can get first kills. Up against everyone's regular, so needing 4s. And a 6, a 4, and a 4. 3 down. First blood to the Germans. Now obviously they'll have to do a break test. Let's roll that for them now. Let's get the right coloured dice for the Russians, because they've all got their own dice now. Sorry about the camera angle as I'm leaning over. Okay, so the regular troops, they need 9s. Oh, they stay in, but taking pin marker. Okay, see you again soon. Okay, a bit more turn 2 action. Third dice out the bag, Germans again. So this unit's advanced up. In front of them another squad. They needed 4s and 5s, and they roll 5 hits. Now let's see if they can get rid of them. Okay, up against regular, so needing 4s. Sorry about the camera going everywhere. Oh, and they take 2 out. Okay. Okay guys, so the end of turn 2. As you saw, this unit moved forward and took a couple of guys out there. They returned fire and didn't do anything. However, these guys here moved up, rallied a pin marker off themselves. 2 shots, 2 kills. So that's the Panzerfaust gone, and it's just left the sergeant and the machine gun team. Okay, over this side, these guys just moved up. And the officers moving around this way. There's the guys that had to dismount from the T-34 because it got hit. They're the tank riders, so they had to go down. This unit moved up and fired at these guys here and took 2 out. Oops, sorry, missed a pin marker. And these guys in return fired back and missed. T-34 moved up, fired and missed the Stug. Okay, so that's the situation at the moment. End of turn 2. A few casualties, but it looks like it's going to get bloody in a minute. They're all getting closer and closer. Okay, see you in turn 3. Okay guys, bit of turn 3 action. The first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dice out the bag after a Russian dice were all German. Just let's show you what happens over here. Basically, T-34 fired at the Stug as it was the first dice out and it was Russian. Missed, but put a pin marker on. Second dice out of the bag, German. He returned the fire, hit, and rolled a 6 for damage. Boom. Gone. Over here, these Germans, all the dice came out. And so they stood there and fired. Not this team, that was a 2-man team, so small target. Killed 1 and 2 pin markers on. And these guys here with LMG finished those off here. Over on the far flank of the Germans, these guys fired across and took 2 more Russians out. So that's the beginning of turn 3. Nearly all the German dice are out. Okay, let's see you at the end of this turn, guys. Okay guys, the end of turn 3. As you saw, this damage over here. This guy tried to move but failed his morale check, so he's had to go down. The Germans in the open over there were fired at with these Russians here. Took 1 out, but put a pin marker on. These Russians here from the hedgerow fired across at them that were still in the open. Took 3 out, passed the morale test, so they're staying there. They're just down to the sergeant and the LMG. Sorry, out of focus. LMG's got no loader now. They've gone. The Russians round here tried to advance. These guys fired first across at the Germans over there and missed. So the tank riders have run forward. Hopefully get the first dice in next turn and do some damage. And the commander's moving up to give the support down this flank. Just a thing on the damage counter I've got on there. If you haven't got any, guys, you know the coloured smokes and everything. If you haven't got any, do what I've done here. Bit of kitchen roll, just finely shaped, just to make it stand out a bit. But you know, you don't have to use it, but just to give you something to think about if you're new to the game or you haven't got any damage markers. Okay, so that's the end of turn 3, and see you in turn 4. Okay guys, a bit of turn 4 action, and I think the camera just flipped weird there, so sorry about that guys. So we're just going over this far side, because as you know, on the last turn these SMGs run forward hoping to get the first dice, and they've got it, and they're up against them there. So 10 dice, just needing 3s. Oh, they're within 6 as well, so they just need 2s. And that's all but 1. Okay, wow. Okay, 4s needed, they just need 3 4s. Oh, there you go. Yeah, 4 hits. So that's a point to the Russians. Okay, see you soon, guys. Okay, so here we are, guys, at the end of turn 4. Yeah, so it's been casualties taken, pin markers put on. This team here, if you remember, there was one guy on his own there, or it could have been earlier on in this turn. However, all 5 fired, and did they kill him? No. They got 4 hits on him. They needed force to wound, and that's what they rolled. So this guy, when it was his turn, he's run away just to get a point away from the Germans. He had 3 pin markers, passed his order test and pulled back, but what a lucky escape for that guy. These guys moved back from the hedge line, put a bit of pressure onto them, but only managed to knock one out. These guys stayed where they were, fired again over there, took 2 out. They passed their morale test to stay on the game. However, when they come for their orders, they failed their order test and had to go down. The Stug was going to move up, and yeah, he failed his order test and went down. Over on this flank, the Russians are pushing round now. Managed to take one of the Germans out, so it's just a sergeant on his own there. That squad was finished off, and there's one more German squad hiding around there, but hopefully if these Russians get their first dice on the next turn, their officer will yeah, send these men in, probably do a charge just to make sure they get rid of that German there, and these guys with their SMGs, they want to get stuck into them over there. Okay, so that's the end of turn 4, and as you can see, the other Germans, they're pushing around this flank. The officer behind these 3 remaining men, they're going to try and push around and get up behind the Russians. They were going to put the pressure on this side, however they're getting thinly worn down, and so the Russians, so it's 2 points to the Germans, 1 point to the Russian. Turn 4, see you in turn 5. Okay guys, first dice out of the bag was Russian, which is what they were waiting for on turn 5. So the officers activated these 2 units, the SMGs have moved up. There's a group of Germans just hiding behind that tree there, they're hoping to take out. And these 3 guys have run up to get close combat with the German there. Let's see how they go. Okay, 4's needed. Oh, and there it is, 2 hits. Another point to the Russians. Okay, see you soon. Hi guys, the end of turn 5, and points at the moment, 3 each. So it's going to go down to the final turn. The Germans have pushed down this flank. Took 1 casualty there after being shot at. Another pin marker on them. All the rest are moving up. This Russian on his own is still running off, keep that point away. In the meantime, these guys here, they've been holding on for dear life. Just managed to take that 1 German out there, but they're down to 2 men. There was an occasion they had to take a morale test and they passed it. When they took their fire order, they managed to remove a pin marker and fire. These guys moved up to the tree line because there was a Stug on the road, and they've got 1 Panzerfaust there. They fired, they hit. Did they destroy it? Yeah, they rolled a 6. Boom. No arguing with that one. Over here, the close combats. These guys moved in, took the German out. However, these guys moved around the corner and finished them off. These guys over here did some damage as well, and took some more of the SMG team down to 2 men and their officer. So people are getting low on troops. Last turn, it's a draw. So see you at the end of or in turn 6. Okay guys, here we are, turn 6. A lot going on. Final shots of the game. This Germans advance around the corner. Going to try and finish them two off. They've all got rifles, so they're close range, so it's 3s. Let's see what they can do. Oh, 3 hits. Force to wound. Can they get another point here? No! No, they can't. Okay, see you soon. Okay guys, here we are at the end of turn 6. Just go through what's happening. There's been some lucky escapes. This unit of Russians were fired at. 4 hits, nothing to wound. Before that, they returned fire. 3 hits, needing force to wound, and 3 6s. So there's another point to them. These officers moved up, trying to do something at these, but just managed to put a pin marker on. These guys advanced as well. They fired, did nothing. So this side of the board was very contended. Over on here, you saw that couple of last shots. Basically, that was it. Yeah, just 2 Germans taken out there. No points scored on this side of the table. So, overall, let's have a look. Very close game. And as you can see, the Germans won by 1. Just 1 point in it. So, there we go with the battlefield. So yeah, it was a good game. Very close all the way. And like I said, because I'm doing solo, I made all the troops the same. Same weapon setups. They were all regular. And yeah, so this might be a game I'll look at again when we're all together, fighting for a road section. Could be at Kursk, very vital road to the Germans, so they sent in a scout platoon or something to take it. But as you say, with Kursk, the Russians knew what the Germans were up to, so they were waiting on the tracks. But yeah, it didn't go all one-sided. It took until, I think what did it was the Stug being taken out. Sorry, not the Stug. Oh gosh, I can't remember where it was. But yeah, the Germans managed to scrape one back. So, victory to the Germans. So thanks a lot guys for watching. This is, like I said, my 5th solo battle report, and also nearly matching my main battle reports when we were all together. So I managed to do 6 before the lockdown. So could have fit one more solo report and make it equal. Yeah, it's a bit fun, bit different, playing solo games. You have to think about not your side winning, but as you take each side over, you think about how they're going to win. It was tough to begin with, but now I've got a few games under my belt. I can do that and not be biased anywhere. So once again, thanks a lot for all subscribers. If you haven't, please do so, and if you don't, just leave us a like. Any comments guys? Yeah, always read them. Fantastic comments. And like I said, I'm taking on board all those that have been sent about doing my Napoleonics and black powder. And hopefully when we get shops open, I'll go and get some contrast paints. Gosh, run out of breath when I'm speaking. So thanks for once again guys, and see you on the next one. And in the meantime, remember to make it, paint it and play it. See you again soon guys. Bye.